Okay, guys, grab a partner on the mat. We're going to warm up with a little scissor sweep. So I got Daniel on my guard. Right? I'm going to get controls. I got his hand. I've got his posture broken. I've got his tricep. I'm going to slide into the knee shield. Right? Drop this leg to the floor, and I wait for him to move forward, and I'm going to sweep him. Right? And then we'll switch, and he'll do it to me. Right? If I sit back, there's no sweep. If I move forward, there's a sweep. So what I want you to do is wait on the energy of your partner. That's the whole point of this drill, is I'm not going to force this sweep by pushing or kicking his leg out. But as soon as he moves forward, he gives me what I want. And I stay with him and stay to the mount. Work both sides and use this as a warm-up. Go back and forth. Thank you, sir. Let's partner up. You remember on South Body, good and warm? So we're going to take a look at the cradle today. It comes from the same place from the past. So I know a lot of people, even without the cradle, you're going to learn how to get around these legs, right? So if Daniel's got the scissor on me, this is a really powerful position for him. If he's got posture on me, it's really strong. I need to be up here if I'm going to have any chance of getting around him to break that off. If he's got me broken down, he has control. If I sit back, I can stabilize, and he can't sweep me, but as soon as I move forward, you can see it. The whole point is that energy. He's going to corkscrew me and take me for a sweep. So the first thing I want to do to get around his legs, with a cradle pass, it's a little more aggressive than the typical jiu-jitsu pass. I'd be a lot more lazy in jiu-jitsu, but this one, he gets a hold of me, everything's the same, but I'm going to take this hand and punch it to the floor. And I'm punching it down to make it stiff, like a board. I don't want any bend in the elbow, all right? Here, and I'm going to re-control his hand. He's going to have my hand. I just re-grip. We're going to control his hand. That's not as necessary. I'm going to drop down on this and keep this arm straight and open up. This is the hard part here for a lot of people, to open up my hips to the ceiling and drop my shoulder into his hip. If I'm too far down, it won't work. If I'm too far up, so you got to find the sweet spot on there. And this arm is important. It's got to be stiff on here. As I'm coming around and controlling him, even as strong as Daniel is with this arm in here, he's not going to be able to move his legs. Try to move his legs. See, he's just stuck in there. I'm laying on him. He can't kick them out. I'm inviting him to sweep in and try to get under this leg, right, as I'm here. If he does, I'm going to come into cradle him. In the cradle, I'm not just squeezing. I'm punching down with this arm. So he comes in, and I punch it. So his bicep punches the back of his head as I come in and get my hands together. If he doesn't get my leg, I have an answer for it. There's an answer for all of this, but this is the beginning stage of it. So he's got me here, right? I punch this arm through and I stack up. All my weight is on this shoulder, on his hip, and this hand's punching to the floor. If I don't necessarily need that arm, but I can get that arm off of me, and I'm going to keep walking into him and put that leg there as a bait. If he tries to sweep under and I don't do anything about it, he's going to take me on over. But I'm waiting for it. So I come in, I put my hands together, and come into the cradle. Let's start with that one, guys. If you're on the bottom, help your partner learn because you'll do this mistake. Everyone does it. The arm's bent. I have no torque on him. My hand's not even touching the floor now, right? He comes right on out. But if I punch it in and drive hard, he can't do that, right? And I'm giving him what I want him to take. The grip doesn't matter. I like a little grip like this, but you come in, gable grip, whatever grip you like. Get his head together. Thank you, sir. Go slow. Give your partner success. I'm committing to all my weight to hold him down. If my hands are on the mat or my weight's somewhere else, it won't be enough pressure to hold him down. So I'm here. The only thing on the floor is my 2 feet and my hands punching down. All my weight's on this. If he doesn't buy into this, he sees what I'm up to. I can't scoop him from here. He'll bridge back, right? Yeah, he's going to get away from me. But I'm keeping all this pressure, and because he's a big guy, he's even a bigger hole. I'm going to change and stick this hand in here and drive it in. So I'm doing the same thing, and now I can circle through his back. But the constant theme here is the pressure never ends, right? I think the camera, yeah.
Wow, man. I told you it's always her.
Troublemaker, man. All right. So we're here, he's got me locked up, right? I'm stabbed his hand down, I come in, and I realize he's backing away. He's not going to bite into that. So I'm going to keep this pressure and driving into him. This is the trick on this. If I lift up and try to do this, there's nothing there, man. So I keep all that weight on him and stab this hand through to the floor, all the way through. And I'm laying on his legs. I'm still super heavy on him. And then he can't really stop me from sliding to the back and cradling him up this way. Thank you, sir. So you go one or the other. Your partner's going to tell you which way to go when you're doing this for real. Give your partner success. I can't express this enough because everybody gets caught up and I watch it going on. We fight to hold the position back. Help each other. We're dancing. Thank you, sir. Something different. So we're just going to do a little drill to work on transferring from the cradle to the front to the cradle to the back. And it's a little bit technical, but that's the idea of it, right? So you learn how to move your body well across someone else. I've got him cradled up. I'm going to take my right leg and go over his leg. And then I'm going to take my left tight cradle on him, right? As I step over, my right arm steps over. Still got him cradled up over there. I come in and I'm weaving my hand into his armpit. I haven't come over yet, but his head's still where it is, where it should be, and I'm going to replace my hand where my leg was and cradle him up. So I never let him out. It's not, it looks complicated, but it really isn't, because if you mess it up, you won't get it. Step around, keep that hook on his head, and as I'm coming around, I'm driving this one back. And what helps me bite on this is I weave my hand under his armpit a little bit, right? So he can't get his head back. And before I move my left leg, I capture his leg and then come into the cradle. One more time. Scoop the head, grab his armpit, scoop that leg, come into back cradle. Thank you, sir. Let's partner up. Submission now from the front cradle. All right, this is a nice little choke. All right, let's slide over a little bit, we get that camera. Yep. So one of the things I'll point out right away we're not going to mess with, it's pretty obvious, is if I'm squeezing this cradle and I feel his pressure with his legs, there's no way I can hold it. But I feel that go and he kicks it out and it lets me allow right into the mount, right? If that's what I want, to take that position. I know it's coming, I let him go, I go to mount. But in this one, he's going to kick that leg out, it doesn't really matter. I'm taking this hand, and the trick on it is your fingers come together like this, index and pinkies together, and lock them up. So I'm around his neck, I shoot this hand in here, and I come over his shoulder. Once that hand goes over his shoulder, the bite's done. I'm just going to lay into him, be heavy. I'm not squeezing, I've got a nice grip, I just walk my hips into him, right? So I've got him locked up, he kicks out, I come in, I get my grip together, my grip looks like this. And then a loop over the shoulder. And then boom, over the shoulder. Once I'm over the shoulder, it's really tight. Doesn't look like it's tight, but he knows it's tight. My left hand's under his chin. I'm just going to lean into him. Right? Don't squeeze any harder. It's already plenty tight. If you just sit there and squeeze, if I come in here and just squeeze on him, he's not feeling that at all. But when I drive my hips in, it matters. Okay. Here, loop it over, hips forward. Thank you, sir. What's that? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. You didn't see right through me? Come on, man. I'm here. Hand comes out. I shoot this hand here together and loop over. Right? So it's like this. And over the shoulder. Your hand stays under the chin. You got like a chin strap on this other side here. Right? I'm holding his chin, placing a space. Boom. Thank you, sir. Partner up. Cradle pass if your partner gives it to you. If he doesn't, take his back. Like, have some fun drilling it. Work with each other. Don't fight. Let's do it. Nice. Sometimes he'll, even though he knows it's wrong, the pressure sucks and he's going to try to do something. He'll try to scoop you. Yeah.
Pass that point of return for him, so he's like, what do I have to lose?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, happy Saturday. Be sure to thank your partner. Stick around for some open mat. Good drink of water. Choke your friends. Exactly. Let's do it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Look good, man.
Not me.
Matt's been doing it. Yeah. get
you one more. We're here. Get the play.
It would be so awesome to see him roll with Kevin. Oh yeah, that would be amazing to see Kevin. You would work him, and you would work. Kevin doesn't got enough tricks. Even you would freaking destroy him, Kevin. Yes. That would look so good on camera, but Kevin's ego would never
Never allow it. No, not the second best self-defense instructor in the world.